After the relentless heat of summer 2025, winter feels like a breath of fresh air. The question on everyone's mind: what will this winter bring? Weather shapes our lives, our plans, our moods, even our safety. As winter approaches, curiosity turns to necessity. Will it be a season of blizzards or a mild reprieve? The Old Farmer's Almanac, a trusted guide for over 2 centuries, is here with answers. This year's forecast promises dramatic contrasts. Classic cold and snow for some, mild and dry for others. Where you live will define your winter experience. Let's dive into what the Almanac predicts for the season ahead. The Old Farmer's Almanac has been forecasting weather since 1792, making it the oldest continuously published periodical in North America. For over 2 centuries, it has been a trusted companion for farmers, gardeners, and families, offering guidance through the changing seasons. Its yellowed pages and classic covers have become a symbol of enduring wisdom, passed down from generation to generation. Long before satellites orbited the Earth or supercomputers crunched climate data, people relied on simple tools and keen observation to predict the weather. Early weather observers used barometers, thermometers, and their own senses to track patterns in the sky and the land, recording their findings in handwritten journals. The Almanac's secret formula is a fascinating blend of solar science, climatology, and meteorology. An intricate recipe that has been carefully guarded for generations in the quiet hills of New Hampshire. This formula considers sunspot activity, tidal action, planetary positions, and historical weather cycles, weaving together ancient knowledge and modern science. The Almanac's approach honors tradition while embracing scientific progress, bridging the wisdom of the past with the discoveries of the present. Today, its editors use both time-tested methods and the latest meteorological data, ensuring that each forecast is rooted in both history and innovation. With an accuracy rate near 80%, the Almanac has earned the trust of millions across the country. People consult its pages not just for weather, but for gardening tips, astronomical events, and practical advice for daily life. It's a book that finds its way onto kitchen tables, into barns, and beside fireplaces, sparking conversations and planning for the months ahead. Each year, a dedicated team of editors rigorously compares the Almanac's predictions to actual weather events, analyzing data and refining their methods. This commitment to accuracy and improvement has built a legacy of reliability, making the Almanac a respected authority in weather forecasting. For many, consulting the Almanac is an annual ritual, an essential part of preparing for the year ahead. Whether it's a gardener planning the spring planting, a farmer timing the harvest, or a family getting ready for winter storms, the Almanac offers guidance and reassurance, connecting people to the rhythms of nature. It's more than just a forecast, it's a living piece of American history. Each edition is a snapshot of its time, reflecting the hopes, challenges, and ingenuity of generations past. The Almanac's covers, filled with charming illustrations and timeless advice, evoke a sense of nostalgia and continuity. In a world of constant change, the Almanac's steady voice connects us to nature's enduring rhythms. It reminds us that while technology evolves, the cycles of the seasons remain, and there is wisdom in paying attention to the world around us. As we open this year's edition, we're not just looking for a forecast, we're tapping into centuries of experience, tradition, and hope. Let's see what this year's time-tested wisdom reveals, and how it can help us navigate the months to come. This winter, expect anything but uniformity. The Old Farmer's Almanac predicts a patchwork of extremes, mild and dry for many, but pockets of intense cold and snow for others. From the Pacific Northwest to New England, most will see warmer temps and less snow. Good news for those weary of shoveling. Yet, regions like the Ohio Valley and Appalachians should brace for classic snowy winters. The forecast warns of dynamic patterns, sudden cold snaps and surprise storms, even in mild zones. Flexibility and preparation will be key. This winter rewards those who stay alert and ready for change. One thing's certain, it won't be boring. Dreaming of a true winter? If you're longing for the kind of season where snowflakes swirl through the air and the world transforms into a frosty wonderland, you're in luck. This year, certain regions are set to deliver the classic winter experience, complete with deep snow, icy mornings, and the kind of cold that makes you want to bundle up in your warmest scarf. For those seeking the heart of winter, head to the Ohio Valley, the rolling Appalachians, or the wide-open fields of Wisconsin. These areas are forecasted to be the epicenter of cold and snow, offering postcard-perfect scenes and plenty of opportunities for winter fun. Kentucky, West Virginia, and southern Ohio are all bracing for colder, snowier conditions than they've seen in recent years. Expect more frequent snowfalls, heavier accumulations, and a longer stretch of wintry weather that will keep the landscape blanketed in white. In particular, West Virginia and Ohio may experience several major snow events, with the most intense storms likely to hit in December and again in February. These could bring blizzard-like conditions, making travel challenging, but also creating the perfect backdrop for winter adventures. The southern Appalachians, including the scenic mountains of western North Carolina, are also in for a snowier season than usual. While the northern stretches of the Appalachians might see a bit less snow, the southern peaks and valleys will be transformed into a winter playground. Pennsylvania and Wisconsin are both on track for classic active winters. Residents can expect frequent snowfalls, icy roads, and the kind of biting cold that makes hot cocoa taste even better. It's the perfect setup for those who love the crisp air and sparkling snow. Whether you're into cross-country skiing, snowboarding, or simply enjoying a cozy night by the fire, these regions will deliver everything you need for a memorable winter. Outdoor enthusiasts and homebodies alike will find something to love. Preparation is crucial. Now is the time to insulate your home, ready your vehicle for icy roads, and stock up on essentials like groceries and firewood. A little planning goes a long way in making winter safe and comfortable. Harsh winters can bring their share of challenges, from shoveling driveways to navigating slippery streets. But they also bring out the best in communities, neighbors helping each other, children playing in the snow, and the quiet beauty of a frosty sunrise. If the Almanac's predictions hold true, these areas are in for a truly memorable season, one filled with snow days, winter sports, and the kind of cold that makes every warm moment inside feel extra special. Much of the U.S. will enjoy a mild, dry winter, stretching from the Pacific Northwest to the desert Southwest and New England. Expect fewer cold snaps and less snow, with some regions feeling more like extended autumn. The desert Southwest will be warmer, with snow limited to higher elevations. Texas will see brief cold spells, but overall, it's a mild, manageable season. Lower heating bills and easier travel are likely, though ski resorts may face challenges. For most, it's a welcome break. Time to recharge before spring. Enjoy the outdoors, but keep a jacket handy for the occasional chill. Not every corner of the country will be dry this winter. Some regions are bracing for a season defined by relentless rain, powerful storms, and unpredictable weather patterns. These wet and wild areas will experience a dramatic shift from the typical winter chill, as moisture-laden clouds roll in and transform the landscape. For many, the sound of rain tapping on windows will become a familiar backdrop, and the sight of puddles and slick streets will be a daily occurrence. Florida, for example, is in for a damp, cooler season, with rain showers starting as early as November and continuing well into the new year. Residents can expect frequent downpours, gray skies, and a noticeable drop in temperature compared to the usual mild winters. The wet weather will bring lush greenery, but it also means Floridians should be ready for sudden storms and the possibility of localized flooding, especially in low-lying areas. In the Pacific Northwest, Oregon will be hit by a parade of Pacific storms. Coastal towns will see relentless rain and gusty winds, while the mountains brace for heavy, wet snow that can quickly pile up. Rivers and streams may swell, increasing the risk of flooding in valleys and lowlands. Residents should keep an eye on weather alerts and be prepared for rapidly changing conditions, from rain-soaked roads to snow-covered passes. The Southeast, including states like Alabama and the Carolinas, will also experience a wetter and colder winter than usual. Rain will be frequent, and chilly winds will sweep through towns and cities. North Carolina, in particular, could see surprise snowfalls that catch residents off guard, turning rain into a wintry mix and creating slick, hazardous roads. It's a season where umbrellas and warm coats will be essential. For those living in these regions, preparation is key. Stock up on rain gear, waterproof jackets, boots, and sturdy umbrellas will be your best friends. Communities should stay alert for flood warnings and consider sandbags or other barriers to protect homes. With outdoor plans often washed out, families can make the most of cozy indoor activities, from board games to movie nights, turning rainy days into opportunities for togetherness. Persistent wet weather will shape daily routines more than snow or cold. Commuters will need to navigate slick sidewalks and waterlogged streets, while businesses and schools may face disruptions from heavy rain or flooding. The constant dampness can be a challenge, but it also brings a unique beauty to the season. Misty mornings, glistening trees, and the soothing rhythm of rainfall. For these areas, winter means managing water, not just warmth. Overflowing storm drains, rising creeks, and soggy yards will be common sights. Homeowners may find themselves shoveling water instead of snow, and local officials will be busy monitoring flood-prone zones. Staying proactive and prepared can make all the difference when the next big storm rolls in. As the season unfolds, stay vigilant and ready for changing conditions. Keep emergency kits stocked, monitor weather updates, and check in on neighbors, especially during severe storms. In the wet and wild regions, adaptability and awareness are the keys to staying safe and making the most of a winter shaped by water. Some regions defy easy categorization. Expect the unexpected. The Intermountain West will be mostly mild, but southern areas could see above-average snow, especially late January to early February. Nebraska faces wild swings, intense cold, sudden thaws, and unpredictable precipitation. Open landscapes mean wind chills and snowdrifts can quickly become hazards. In these hotspots, flexibility is essential. Keep both snow shovels and raincoats ready. Stay informed and adapt quickly to whatever winter brings. For these areas, vigilance is the best strategy. The Almanac's credibility rests on its track record, and last winter, it delivered. With an 86% accuracy rate, it nailed both temperature and precipitation trends nationwide. Its standout call, a rare deep south snowstorm on January 21, 2025, which hit exactly as predicted. The Almanac also forecasted cold snaps in cities like Louisville and Savannah, matching real events. These successes reinforce the Almanac's reputation for reliable, long-range forecasting. As we look ahead, its proven formula gives us confidence in this year's predictions. The Almanac's forecast is your guide to winter prep, tailored to your region. In snowy zones, get ready, service your furnace, insulate pipes, and prep your car. In mild areas, enjoy lower bills and outdoor time, but don't ignore the chance of a cold snap. Ski resorts may need to get creative, while travelers should check forecasts before hitting the road. Whether you seek snow or sun, let the Almanac shape your plans. This winter's variety is a reminder of nature's power and unpredictability. Prepare, adapt, and make the most of the season, whatever it brings. With the Almanac's guidance, face winter with confidence and curiosity.